Hello and welcome back to Team Fortress TV. You're on stream 1 watching the TFTV Invitational number 4 for preview to season 19. We're right now in the upper bracket final. I believe that's the game we're going to, and that's going to be maincall.tf, the team you saw previously on this stream. Rollover GG well played against BK, also known as the Nuts and Rollerbladers. Kaidus, we should have a connect now. I believe John has hooked us up.
Connecting as we speak, Captain.
It's pronounced Commander.
Alright.
So yeah, if you missed that game, there's a Nuts and Rollerbladers against Fenix. That was on stream 2. Definitely go watch the VOD of that one. It was a huge game, really close, lots of back and forth. Yeah, BK came out on top, and they will play maincall.tf for a spot in the grand final. Meanwhile, Fenix moved down to play 425, and GG well played play Turbo Pandas. I believe on stream 2 they're going to watch Fenix play 425. So if you're a fan of Fenix, want some more Fenix action, but if you want to see the actual good teams play, stay right here.
I'm told they're live already.
Oh god, his connect was slow. So from what I can, it's still 0-0. You've not missed any caps, but you have missed BK taking a mid. Looks like both medics have survived, and looks like we're straight into it, Kaidus.
Yep, no fucks given. Just going live, not waiting for us. That's fine. I'm alright with that.
That's right. Nobody wants to watch the upper bracket final anyway.
No,
it's a low-profile game.
Yeah, Ubers are even. Maincall.tf just having a heavy, everything else standard on the board at the moment.
Yep, here comes for Uber. Going to be led in with Demo and Soldier, and they're milking away right now. Eventually going to be popped on cover. I don't know if the Soldier's going to make it out. 1 HP on AMS, he's going to sneak away. And actually Ips finds a way to die. And now they're going to try and walk through onto Mike. Mike trades for Zebasai, but they're doing a frag on Mike. And now they're going to keep trying to walk in. They keep picking off these players on the flank. Suddenly Kyler on this heavy looks completely isolated. BK have just picked apart in this defense by maincall.tf. Going to pick off every single player. Let's go Nutson.
Damn, I wasn't expecting this. I mean, maybe I would have if I saw the mid-fight, but I didn't, so I wasn't expecting this. Now we do get to see a mid-fight.
I've just been told the crucial information I need to point out is the reason Nutson has a C in his name currently is because he is the team captain. And in ice hockey, they obviously wear a C on their shoulder, so that's what it is. As we see Zappis go super big into Mike, but it's not going to work out for him. He's going to go down early, and instead we're going to see maincall.tf get aggressive. And BK just going to have given this one up. Because the first mid-fight didn't go like this. And maincall.tf going to roll it straight through, straight away. Looks like Mike leading the charge, putting it in. Rib's going to try and put down some damage, but he's not really softened up too much, and they're going to keep just piling forward. Samsy's actually going to get isolated in PC, and maincall.tf is going to back out straight. Oh, Zebasai's behind, that's what he's done. Zebasai's flanked all the way behind, blocked the point, and pulled the whole team back. Nice from Zebo.
Both teams only just now getting Uber, so I guess that's why that play kind of went slow.
Oh wow, Zebo's just another one-on-one behind against Cutler, comes in, I think that's a drop on Merlin.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, wow, Zebasai just putting the team on his back right now, doing all the plays, blocking the mid, winning a scout one-on-one, coming back in, dropping the medic. I sure hope David even caught more of that on stream than I did with my words.
Yep, I didn't see any of it, I just heard Merlin's player model cry out with pain.
Oh, wow! Speaking of player models crying out in pain, there goes Nutsons.
Was that a drop as well? Or
I think I don't know, like, it was really quick. I think Kyler two-shot him.
Well, Nutson showing he can do just everything Merlin can so far.
Zebasai obviously said to him before the game, just play exactly like Merlin and everything will be fine. Nutson taking it maybe a little bit too literally, and just going to cue a push from maincall.tf. And BK are just giving them loads of space, except for that sticky trap that Rising didn't see.
Where was that?
It was just like, you see the pipes on the side of a CP2 point?
Yeah.
Just like on top of that, so Rising peeks over to spam Chuck, launches him super high in the air, up he goes. And now we're going to see a Soldier try and get through. Zapp is trying to play aggressive on Merlin, and he goes down to half, but he will go down. He won't go down, Zappis will go down, and now BK are on mid. They have a small Uber disadvantage, but they do have a sniper in the form of Zebasai. We've not seen Zebasai hit a lot so far. Saying that, he just tamed Samsy and he's going to get focused down. The Soldier might die as well. A lot of pressure on him, and BK doing a really good job of just stopping any aggression maincall.tf want with that sniper.
Yeah, this is a nice setup for them to have now. I mean, they're not too far down on Uber, but they're 20-30%. Sniper's like a nice thing to have. It just makes them not want to push because they know they're going to have to pop early, and then by the time they actually get to you, you'll be achieving your own Uber. So now they're going to play from sewers and try and engineer a pick, I guess, from Zeb's side. But there is a demo really close to it, so I'm not sure. Zeb might just get caught out by the sticky Zerg on the door.
No. The Scout's going to try and pressure, but Zebaside's got loads of cover as well, and Zebaside's getting a whole lot of room right now. maincall.tf just not opting to redo anything, but just spam Zebo away right now.
They're pushing from PC. They're really deep in PC with the combo.
Oh wow, they've got way behind. Zeb's just going to go down. Oh wow, Zebaside with the dome. Merlin's had more drops than he has had Ubers right now.
Has he had Ubers so far? Oh yeah, he had one.
Yeah. Yeah, he had one. Meanwhile, Kaida's going to come in behind. Soldier's going to go deep into Nuts, and Nuts will not get away. But surely these players are going to be cleaned up. AMS are putting out some nice damage so far. But it's down to just Zebasai and Rib, and it's going to be difficult to fight the Scouts with that combo. Ooh, Samsy just walks past no stickies, doesn't see him, but neither does Rib, so he's going to get away with that one. Ubers are pretty much reset, and maincall.tf are just going to try and move forward to mid on the spawn advantage. But they still have to push into this sniper, and without the heal, find it really difficult. Zappos is going to take advantage of that as well. Merlin's caught again.
What?
Down goes Merlin. maincall.tf is just getting absolutely decimated here. Lambs to the slaughter right now.
That was a complete and utter fuck up. I don't know what they were trying to do there.
Soldier in on Nutson. Down goes Nutson. Kyler's going to walk in as well. Kyler's going to go for Zebasai. He's going to take him down. Kyler's going to keep dancing around. Rib's going to keep fighting him. I think Rib's just going to take his time, saving his... He's pipes only. He's got a soldier back with him now. Meanwhile, P's just continue to win the game. Kyler's going to keep AMS. Kyler's all over the Demo Man right now as well. Down to 34 HP. Herpy will eventually save Rib. His game is all over the place right now as maincall.tf want to turn that into a push.
I really don't know whether to be impressed by BK or just like horrified at everything that I'm seeing at the moment. Like, it's just like, I don't know, it's really great to see, but I don't know, I can't really make head or tail of it. It's just medics dying, the players jumping in.
It's what we said, you know, Nutson's just told, do everything Merlin does. Merlin dies, Nutson's right behind him. As we're saying that, here go maincall.tf, Mike's going to try and jump in, it's absolutely decimated. Merlin goes down as well. Zebasai's going to pick up another body shot, and this soldier's going to crater. Kyler, I think, is now in PT again. We've seen that before. Kyler's going to try and run behind, going to take on this soldier. Right, yeah, Zappa's even going to force the trade, but that's fine. And now we see an Uber advance, and BK looking confident into this. We talked to him before the game, and he seemed pretty... Wow, there goes Merlin again!
How many deaths is that now?
Charged body shot.
I mean, Merlin, it's always been said Merlin's weakness is probably snipers, and Zebasai is just like, he knows Merlin better than anyone in this game probably, and he's just sniping and sniping.
Let's go to the maincall.tf comms for this mid. Yep. I want to see who Ips is shouting at.
Just play normal mids. Rising is in, he's fast.
Demo took 40.
Soldier on the far left, I think. Soldier far left, RPC. They're roamer.
Soldier.
I'm down.
Oh.
Left point.
I'm jumping again.
The medic is really weak in that choke.
Can't reach.
Scout left. Scout right is low.
AD who was AD earlier.
Get out, Mike, or like, yeah, try it.
Nice.
Scout is low, Scout is low.
You're alone. You don't need to die if you don't have to.
Nice.
Oh! Get him!
Yeah, them is low.
Oh, nice. Spawning.
Nice, Kale.
This one's
Hurry up,
6.
hurry up.
Mid's still down.
If Kale could stay alive, we can
Yeah,
recap this easy.
I'm alive.
Do we...
Okay, we're going to take it out of the comms there. Again, same thing we saw, not a whole lot of comms going on.
Yeah, really tentative though, like not like before. Before there wasn't that many comms, but just sheer confidence. But here I felt like really like quite tentative in everything that they did, like not that much confidence coming out of them.
You can always feel like when Merlin called that he went down, you can always feel like, not quite a sigh, but it was almost fair. Of just, down he goes again. But they're going to go back into sort of a rematch of a mid right now. Neither team with Uber. Hudson's going to surf it back, and maincall.tf again pretty aggressive right now, and the scout's really pressuring the sniper and medic duo, and it's only them two left, and they will have to fall all the way back to last. And strong repush from maincall.tf onto that mid.
So they're making it tough though, like he's not getting any kills, but he's getting damage on these people, so they can't go for a med pick, and it's like delayed them getting onto the spire with the full team. It's going to buy time for all the respawns, especially Rib. It's like really important he gets up now, he can forward sticky and make sure the Uber coming in is going to get popped early.
Yeah, they need 20% more Uber as well, but with Herpy on Heavy and Zebasar and Sniper, they're surely going to get that. It's going to be interesting to see how maincall.tf want to take this. Process last, really big, really difficult. They're just going to take Mike in, jumping into a Heavy, going to try and get damage off. That's just going to pop pretty softly there, not going to milk too much. Doesn't want anyone to get low. He's got one to try and chase. He's sort of encouraging AMS to go. and there's way too many people in lobby for AMS to get anything done, and he's going to have to fall back. And it's just kind of a reset here. No one dies, no one takes too much damage, and the Ubers will be built again.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty standard trade. There wasn't really anyone really willing to take risks there. That's from popping early, maincall.tf backing out instantly. I think maincall.tf were hoping to catch the medic before he got Uber. So as soon as they realized he had it, like Mike just prepped a sticky to jump out with, and Miralyn backed out.
Yeah, BK have taken over lobby here. Looks like they want to try and set something up. I don't know if Zappers is going to go for a play. He's poising around rollout right now, but he's just trying to spam an opening.
No one's watching bottom right. Ibs is in behind on the point.
Oh god, someone needs to get back. Someone should probably get in. There's a scout with him as well. Maybe wants to big steal.
Oh, that's really poor. That's really poor from
They just come in
BK.
bottom right.
Yeah, they had one soldier watching rollout, but he was actually turned facing the middle lobby, so he's not even watching rollout if someone had come there. And Ibs just walks in bottom right on the point. Kylo or whichever Sky was followed up bottom right. Like, they were trying to do a forward hold and get like a sniper pick in lobby, but they just completely forgot about bottom right. So it was really disappointing.
Really sloppy from there. We're going to see Rib completely beat Mike to middle, set up a kill for Zappers. Zappers is going to bait a scout backwards as well, and that scout's pretty much out of the fight right now. It looks like maincall.tf still want to fuck this, but this could be a pretty big mistake. The soldiers are trying to go aggressive, make space for maincall.tf, and they've actually got a couple of frags. Really good work from the maincall.tf soldiers right now. Making so much room for their team. Rib and Miralyn are just going to... Knutson. Rib and Knutson are going to walk back. They've walked back different ways though. They're eventually going to meet up and get out. But Soldier's going to go for Knutson right now. He's in the air, he's going to surf it away, and Zebasai is going to respawn for the cleanup. And I don't know if they're going to want to fight in this straight away. Zeba's already looking like he's going to go challenge something, but I don't know what Zebasai was completely out of time with his team there, going to go down for nothing.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with Rib's play on this mid. When they got the demo pick, it was all up to him basically to make sure that everything meant something, but I forget that because the Uber's coming in on last now. Both Ubers are traded. Looks like Miralyn just wants to back out from rollout. Nothing really going to happen on this push, I think. They're just resetting outside.
Yeah, during all this, Zebo's going to respawn as well, so it's going to be a full 6v6 fight. Kyler actually gets picked up from the lobby by Zappis. And it'll be interesting to see if Kyler comes back on Sniper, maybe a Heavy or something. And we see Zebo's already made the switch to Sniper. PK playing these defences quite aggressive when there's no Weavers in play, you know, trying to find an opening, get Zebo some room. Look how close Zebo, oh wow, he was really close just as he catches sort of spam from a demo and medic at the same time. Maybe they're going to try and pressure off that. Kyler has only respawned a scout, so maincall.tf want to come in that far left hand side or free. Mike's already made a lot of room. They're going to move over and try and pressure him now, but Mike's getting back up. Mike's way too far forward, going to go down. AMS trades with him eventually, but now they're completely caught out. Merlin's just about going to get the Uber. Nutson's only on 80%. Nutson's going to get pressured down pretty hard right now. Soldiers all over him. Nutson's going to get back into spawn, but the cap started. They're coming out to try and block it. Nutson on 94%. Nutson needs a heal target. He's so close to Uber, he won't get the Uber. And maincall.tf will just about clean that up, and that could have gone... Nutson was so close right there.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate, just couldn't quite get the Uber, didn't quite have track of the timings. Yeah, going back to that mid though, like when they got that pick onto Mike, I really was looking at Rib to kind of make it mean something, because obviously if your demo doesn't do anything, then your demo pick doesn't mean anything, and Rib just wasn't controlling top, he wasn't hitting stickies on these soldiers. So I really hope he's able to do a bit more this mid. Oh,
down goes Rib!
Down goes Rib, so let's see if Mike can actually make it mean something now.
Yeah, the soldiers go aggressive right now from BK, trying to pressure it in. AMS goes down, Zebasai goes down as well, and they're just going to fall out straight away. But actually a scout-soldier fight, Herpy's going to manage to pick off Rising. Rising able to trying to get too aggressive to try and get that medic pick. But look how far back BK are already in their own lobby. I think Herpy's going to go have a look, try and make some space. Oh, they actually isolate Ips. Ips gets caught out instead. And it is actually an uber advantage right now for BK if they play this right. They're pressuring the players. They've got a lot of cap time, but the soldier's going to launch for sort of stop the block. Mike's going to get caught out. Murren's on 90% right now. He doesn't have anyone to heal. They're going to focus down this scout in PC first, but Kyler's duking around for a long time. He will go down, and they are going to make the way through Choke, but both medics have moved now. Nutson's going to have to multi quite a bit more here than Merlin will do on Rising. But BK just going to spread out, and I don't think Rising can really get much done with this. He's not got a lot of support, and he just
no, the respawn wave was just coming in. I'm kind of surprised that BK didn't try and play that a bit more aggro. I mean, I know they had to flash, but like there was going to be no demo, and they were going to be fighting quite a congested area. If they're taking that fight just a little bit deeper onto mid, had one guy distract, I think Rip could have done a lot of work, but the respawns come in and it was a reset now on Choke.
The soldier with Nutson there was down to 50 HP when the Uber was popped on him, so I don't know if I don't think he fancied taking the risk going behind on low HP.
That'll be it then.
But yeah, we're going to see sort of the Uber sort of stalemate out again, and there's CP2 defense. Looks like maybe Ibs is trying to line up and jump, or if he's just trying to make some space for Mike. But BK are so on top of that spam, not giving him any space. And I don't. BK need to maybe get a bit of momentum back, maybe just stabilise, because maincall.tf got a couple of quick rounds. Somewhat unfortunately, somewhat sloppily, and talking about sloppy play, and there goes Mike just dying to spam right there. I don't know if, and maincall.tf going to get really far back. BK going to come through the choke. Double soldier spam right now, but it's not getting a whole lot of damage done really. And here comes the aggression from AMS leading it forwards. They're just trying to force him out here. They're going to force a solo pop onto Ips, but Nutson doesn't have to pop yet. He's actually just going to keep all these players alive except for Zappin. They're going to chase him out right now, and they're going to both. Merlin's going to die at choke, but they've lost the flank in the meantime. Rising's behind cleaning up players. It's now just Zebasai and Nutson. Nutson's going to run away. Zebasai's going to take one, but he's now going to fight 2 scouts and 25 HP. Meanwhile, Mike's trying to chase Nutson. He's going to surf it away. Maybe he's bought enough time. Mike's and the scout are still chasing, but Zeba's about to, Nutson even's about to meet up with Zappin. And Zappis is going to clean up one, maybe even that other scout as well, but when the scout sees Zappis, he's just going to run away. Nice escape from Nutson.
Yeah, really bad target choices by BK in that Uber fight. Like, they had a lot of time on the Uber, and it was just this really like elementary, like they just dived for Merlin, and Merlin wasn't really the priority kill at that point. Like his part to play in that fight was over. He'd Ubered, he was running. It was all about the frags left in, Ibs, Rising, the scouts. They didn't focus these people, and Ibs managed to get 2 kills, like one just as the Uber faded, and then one just after. So that was just given away by BK there. I think it was theirs to lose, and they just made bad choices.
BK, because of Nutson's survival, after that sort of disjointed push, they do have an Uber advantage, and we're going to try and come through Surs. We're going to have to Uber through these stickies though. Rib's going high, he's landing all over Merlin. Can't land any damage though, Merlin's just going to dodge everything, and Rib's going to go down. And he's getting all the way up to 80% now, Merlin, and Ibs wants to assert some dominance back onto this point, even now both demos are down right now. It's an even fight. There's a scout behind, but Zebasai's going to go down. He does end up trading with Ibs thanks to the spam from Zappis, but meanwhile, Nutson's just given up on this fight and left. That's a bit of a weird one there. It seemed pretty even, but Nutson and Zappis, was it? Just Nutson and AMS even.
Yeah, this is what makes me nervous about BK. They're not willing to take these even fights when it's a little bit like close to the edge. They're always playing it safe, but then they're not capitalizing on their advantages either at the moment. The Uber advantages, their numbers, they're not making them count. They're not turning them into caps or rounds. So if they're not going to take these 50-50 fights, they really need to start like being much more clinical than they are at the moment.
Meanwhile, we're going to see Zappis coming for the force on Merlin. Oh, he's got him up in the air. He will get the force. He will go down for his triple. And now I think Mike's going to take it really deep, trying to hit the pipes on Nutson. The Nutson's confidently dodging. Instead, they're going to turn this into a push. They're going to try and get a block. They do block the capture. Scout's force.
killed himself.
What? How?
He changed team instead of class.
Meanwhile, a soldier's now coming onto Nutson. He's going to hit one rocket. Scout's going to follow in, and maincall.tf are just collapsing right now on him. Ips might even be able to cap. It's just about blocked by her P. But for all this chaos, Merlin's just sort of left for fray and got out of there. I don't think her P is going to be able to chase him down in time.
He looked the wrong way. He looked left as he came out of PC, so he didn't see Merlin running into the other PC. Like, there was a legitimate opportunity for a chase there. Not maybe from him, but he could have called it for someone. That's really unlucky.
Was arriving, yeah.
That's really unlucky.
And now it's just going to be BK trying to get some cap time on it. Just for free, really. Their heals have only just arrived, and we see Zebo back on that sniper. If Zebo hits a shot here, it could sort of turn the tail in this fight. But Rib is actually just going to walk through, get picked off by Mike. And here comes the aggression from BK. Scout following in really deep, Merlin all the way down to 10 HP. He will survive, and BK committed a lot of resources to that. And Zebasai will kill. Yeah, BK committed way too many resources to that to not actually get the medic pick at the end. And now they're just going to have to back up all the way to last. They're going to get more picks. Mike's already in behind them. Rib's got a lockdown space right now, but he's not got a whole lot loaded. Rib's just trying to buy time. maincall.tf already have their Uber. The scout's coming to try and save him. He forces Mike out, and that might just buy Nutson enough time to get these last few % on his Uber.
That's making me really nervous with these arrows. He just needs to build. Like, he's going to get the Uber finally now and trade it, but oh my god, he's playing it close to the edge with these arrows.
We're going to see maincall.tf trying to fall out in lobby, but BK don't want to punish them as hard as they can, and they get 3 frags in exchange for 1. But they are stacking the flank somewhat. Kyler for Fun's just got in behind them. Rib spots him out though. Kyler will go down. He's bought his team a little bit of time though. I don't think anyone else is hiding though. Sam's hanging around balcony, seeing if he can get behind, but just going to fall back in the end.
Yeah, Rising's out, they're all out. It was only Kylo. I think Rising was thinking about it for a while, but opted not to when Kylo went down.
They want to block actually. Ips and Rising following it in. We're going to block the cab and we're going to get 3 frags on all the heavy classes right now. And look, all the maincall.tf players are on red health, but all exactly on red health. No one was focused down. Meanwhile, maincall.tf have got 3 frags out of it. They're going to focus down Zebasai now. Nutson's only got 85%. He has to juke, and maincall.tf just stack for point. And that's 3-2 to maincall.tf. Should we have the other comp? The BK comms? Should we go to that?
Yep, as long as they're in English.
Let's find out, shall we?
Because Root died.
Yeah, died to the roamer.
Yeah, but Seb is in fast now.
Someone didn't take medpack?
Nah, we're good.
Enam's coming in, that's all your launch left.
Somebody left.
Top again.
Yeah, jump.
I'm on left.
Oh, just left side.
I need help on top. I'm
Solly
really
on me, Solly on point, kid.
That was
Come
6
on,
HP
guys.
sewers, no kid for him.
behind us.
I couldn't find him.
Demo sewers, he's gonna
I'm
pop
still
out.
alive, 7 HP, I need that
Someone down
big kid.
point.
Where are you? I'm going on the demo.
I'm taking a small kid.
Got a 100.
Nothing about you.
Nice,
Nice,
good.
done.
Taking a big hit. Get point, guys.
Demo is out,
job.
I think.
Nice.
Yeah,
That was exciting.
That
Wow.
was cool, calm and collected from everyone.
Just comparing those 2 mids between maincall.tf and BK, it's just a completely, they're worlds apart, aren't they, in terms of their type of bombs. I kind of like the excitement. It gets me a little bit more excited seeing like, Zappis calmly calls he's bombed, and then Nutson just goes crazy at Zebo like he's bombed, go, and then they all go in and it all works out, give or take.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got uber advantage thanks to Nutson, just about surviving on 10 HP, hitting a nice arrow as well. We're going to take over CP2 for pretty much free. Zappis probably shouldn't die right now, we're down to 3 HP. They do have a very small uber advantage, but it's whittling away. They're going to walk into this, they pop quite early, but Merlin has the counter pop ready. And now they just need to preserve bodies. Zepsai is going to go down. I think AMS is still behind as well. He's going to get focused down. I think BK just lost track of the Ubers right there, expecting an Uber advantage push. But
Did Merlin die on the mid? Do you know?
I think so.
I think
Maybe
he must
just
have,
left
because
really early.
they spent a lot of time delaying around like the mid because Nutson was weak, so they couldn't move on very fast. So I think he might have built an entire Uber in the time it took them to transition from capping mid to pushing last.
Yeah, meanwhile, maincall.tf have turned those 2 picks they got on their last defense into a push. They're going to lose Rising but claim back CP2. Now Zappis is caught dancing around, we're just scoping stuff out. But it looks like maincall.tf is getting really defensive. We see Mike sticking up lobby. Zebo sniping from Surs in the meantime. And a scout from Sam is out there, deep, but Kyler's going to go down. BK have some pretty good presence right now, they just need some cap time to go along with it. Nez P getting on the point. And maincall.tf just happy to concede this, really. Interesting there, but they're only 1 player down.
Yeah, well, if they take that fight, there's no good reason to take the fight, and losing that fight would probably mean losing the round, so 3-2 up, they're happy to just chill on last. Like, the BK pushes Uber on last don't seem that convincing at the moment, so if I can see why they'd be happy just to play there.
Yeah, BK trying to take over lobby now. I presume they're going to try and make that angle for Zebo. Zebo scoping up now, lining it up. Everyone's trying to get out of the scope. Meanwhile, AMS and Zappis both dying. It's both soldiers down. And now we're just going to have to get defensive again, BK. There's 6 minutes left in this game currently, and Ips is even having a peek out, but he has still got that sniper to deal with. Ips has to be careful here. He's going to try and get onto Nutson. Nutson's going to buy some time, down to 30 health. We'll actually have to pop off. Merlin still has his Uber to play. We'll pop off now, but Ips has got a lot of Uber to work with. Ips is going to try and focus down the medic, I think. He's going to get both the pocket and the medic. And meanwhile, the rest of his team have got point. Nice Uber from Ips there. Catching out the BK combo. Zappis is going to die now, and that's just be an easy retake to mid unless Zebo hits some big shots as well.
Alert. The control point is being alert.
Yep, I kind of forgot that I was actually a caster for a moment. I've just been listening to you, man. You're doing an absolutely fantastic job.
Thanks, mate. Zebo, someone's going to go for play. It's P actually making a play onto Merlin, but the solo play, not really getting anything done. Zebo's still on sniper right now. And maincall.tf have sort of preserved that Uber advantage thanks to Ips killing Nutson at the end of that previous exchange. Yeah. And BK on the back foot, and they need a round really because obviously it's only 1 map. So they really need a round. Zebo could do with maybe hitting you know, earlier on when he hit like a few shots in a row, or not even headshots, but was pumping out that damage.
Yep.
And it really kind of threw maincall.tf off their game because, you know, Rising couldn't play as advanced as he wants. Mike would be getting caught out a bit more. Zebo could do with connecting a few of them again. As we're going to see maincall.tf try and take it through. Rising's going to lead full B. I think he's just scoping out stickies. Just going to have a peek in, peek out. And I don't know if maincall.tf have just... Yeah, Ips, look how far back Ips is. I think they've just called for hold. They don't want to push off the small advantage. No need to take the risk.
Yeah, I've been feeling like this sniper from Zebo's side, it's not working as well. Since the game has been even, or maincall in the lead, the sniper hasn't really been paying that much dividends. Like, Zebasai was getting the picks earlier on Miralin because he was forced to push to come out of chokes that Zebasai could just scope in on. But now that Miralin can kind of choose his positioning a bit more freely and make BK play their game, I don't feel like the sniper is as effective.
Yeah, there's a big spam exchange going on right now, and AMS is just going to walk in and total Mike. Ips leaving his player there, but speaking of players left behind, AMS is going to get left behind by his own team, and Ips is going to turn us into a push. Ips fancies it, and that's just going to drop Rib. That's for 2 pocket classes down for BK. Only in exchange for Mike. Ips is going to try and find more damage now as well. The rest of his teams arrive, they're going to get 2 fragged. maincall.tf are just trashing them right here. Just Zappis and P left to try and make a play. Zappis is stuck in Soldier's Nightmare, shooting upwards rockets out of Scout. P's going to go for a solo play onto Merlin, but can't even land a shot before he gets taken down. And maincall.tf want to take this straight to last before BK can set up. They're going to go in pretty early, but AMS shuts down Kyler, but here comes the rest of the players. Ips knocks all the stickies off. He's going to make some more space as well. Nutson's trying to hit arrows instead of healing again. In comes Ips again with a rebomb, going to take down... and maincall.tf just picking their target, working them down. And Mike's doing nice damage, Ips is getting nice bombs. Murin's going to bait to the point. It's only Rib right now. He's going to get one. He's going to put some more damage out, but he's going to eventually whittle down. And that's 4-2 to maincall.tf.
Yeah, it was a really weird decision. If you remember back to the BK push onto mid, it was a really strange decision to take this fight when they had the sniper. Like even if, like I mean, they'd got Merlin to drop Mike, but even if that hadn't, like, I don't know, even if this trade had gone more evenly in their favor, like they got the force and things like this, it still would have been bad having a sniper on the field with this fight. So I don't really know what their plan was there.
Yeah, in this next mid we saw Zappis go really aggressive onto Mike, which sets up a kill for AMS. But right now, the flag from maincall.tf just getting so many frags. Zappis is going to come in and try and help, but he's not got a lot of help. Ips is going to clean up. Only Zeban left alive, and he's hiding in Surs, presumably for a play because it's Zebasai. Going to walk into this scout, not really get anything done, going to get cleaned up. And if we look at the clock right now, and it's 2 minutes 10 seconds left, 2-round advantage, middle and Uber advantage for maincall.tf. I think it'll be safe to say they've just secured themselves a place in the grand final.
It's too early to say. I mean, it depends. If they hold here, if they don't push, then yeah. I mean, but I think they're going to push. I think they'd rather rub it in. They're going to go in far left or far right, depending on your perspective.
Yeah. Whoa! Taxi for Merlin.
What is that, 4 now?
I can't wait to see the log. Like, but yeah, they're going to go for the push. They're going to completely strip up unless, Samsy lands a meat shot on Nutson, but he's by himself. It's only Mike alive putting up sticky traps on balcony. He's going to actually see the medic, but I think he's going to get surrounded right now. Get some pipe onto the scout though. Mike's buying a lot of time for someone on so low health and so really isolated. Eventually, P will finish the frag. We're down to 1 minute 15 seconds.
No, it is too late.
Yeah, we're going to recap. They're going to have Uber. There is a spy on the field. I believe that is Kyler. I don't think Kyler's renowned for his spy plays. But here he comes right behind Nuts, and he's about to be renowned for his spy plays if he lands this one. It's 12 HP.
He's going to accidentally put down to 12.
Get in there.
Oh, God.
Get in there. He's not going to... He manages to trade for Zappis just at the end because Zappis was low. They're going to walk through choke, get forced by Rising instead. So AMS is going to clean up some more. 40 seconds left. BK might be able to get a round back on the board as Rising's going to win again. AMS has got the shotgun out. Nutson's dancing around. He will survive. Merlin types in chat, come on guys, 40 seconds, you can win.
You can drop again.
That's from Rib as well.
Rib with the shit talk.
A Rib with the shit talk.
He doesn't say much, but when he does, it's worth hearing.
He's been waiting these 6 years of TF2 for the appropriate time to burn some. BK trying to force Bowie into last right now, and they are getting shut down by maincall.tf. He's going to keep dancing around. Down he goes. Now, full wipe. BK had no reason not to push. Just trying to get around back on the board. Now it's 4-2 in the upper bracket final to maincall.tf. They will go through to the grand final. They have a chance to play off for all the prizes. And let's see if we can get some logs up. I want to look at some drops. Do we reckon 5? 4?
Oh, I guessed 4, but it's actually 3.
Oh, okay. That it'd be interesting to see because he still died more times than Nuts in total. But it'd be interesting to see how many of those 13 deaths were in because I think a good 7 of them were in the first sort of 10 minutes.
Yeah, he died a really awful lot, like right at the start of the game.
Yeah, but then obviously after that he's dying a lot less than Nuts, and so it kind of balances out. Because like at the end there, maincall.tf won 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
Like,
do you see these frags? Like, it's interesting how the way these frags stack up. I don't know. Is there somewhere where it tells you the total frags on logs? I've never really looked for this before. But like,
what do you mean? The frags of a team?
Yeah.
It's 103 for BK, 99 for maincall.tf.
Yeah, like the way that it's the same with the damage. It's more damage and more kills for BK, and this is kind of goes on to what I was saying earlier, where like, I don't know, they don't take these 50-50 fights. So they're not losing here, like, but they're engineering advantages, but just not. They weren't able to make use of the advantages. If you see what I mean, like this damage and this kills, that's them getting advantages for themselves. Then the score 4-2, like it just shows they're not converting them at all. Like they wouldn't take these 50-50 fights, like they wouldn't play it that risky, but they would just, I don't know, just not clinical enough because it was quite a close game. Like,
yeah, I think the score was not completely reflective, really. Like, PK got a lot more advantages than maybe they, like you said, made use of. I felt like AMS went missing a bit, and also Zebasai went missing a bit. Like, after sort of the first 15 minutes, I don't remember Zebasai doing a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, he was, like, what's his sniper time? I don't even know, 11 minutes?
11 minutes.
So, like, I don't know. I can't do the math fast enough to work out what that is in terms of the DPM, but, like, the first half of the game, his sniping was effective, and like I said, once maincall got the lead or tied the game, like they could just choose their positioning more carefully. Like they didn't have to push. Like they didn't have to push from these places.
Yeah. Well, if you look at Zebasai's scout stats, he was played scout for 18 minutes. It got 12 kills, 17 deaths, and only did like 4.7k damage, which only puts him on like like a 7k game. Nothing really to write home about that much. Yeah. We're joined by Ips now. Ips, what did you make of BK in that game?
I was very bad. I was playing very shit. I think I let everyone down.
Yeah, I agree.
To be fair. Yeah. I was doing like bad Uber trades. I was going behind them when I should be with Miralyn. I played horrible. In the second half I came back a bit, but I had a very bad start. Like let's say the first 15 minutes I played very, very, very bad.
Do you think that was like just you having a bad game, or with the team not being together, or was that like BK forcing the mistakes? Like, because obviously, like Zebasai hit quite a lot of sniper shots in the opening bit.
I think we don't have our main demo with us tonight, so that affects us. Like in the combo, it's just me and Miralyn because Mikey, is not a very vocal player, and usually I rely on a bit of like damage calls on mid to know what I'm doing, and these mids where my concept literally is to counter jump their soldiers, and like Zeb is just disappearing in our PC, and the other soldier I've never even saw him on mids. Like it was so weird. I was just getting destroyed by Zebo on or by the scouts on mid. When I was playing the higher ground, what usually is like my role to do, I was not hitting my shots, which is what I should be doing. So it just makes everyone's life a lot less easy if I'm not dealing damage, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I think that had a lot to do with it. But did you like backup on the lower left? That was funny. Right?
Oh my god, I could like kaidus called it, and I just couldn't even believe.
I was sitting on Spire and I was like, is the demo actually in lobby on the far right? We should just run in lower left with 2 people and see if we could get behind them. And then Carl and me just did it. It was so funny.
There was a soldier standing on the rollout ramp.
Yeah,
they looked like it was his job to watch this area, but he was looking like to the left so he could see rollout and middle lobby, but his whole team were in middle lobby, so like the one place he really needed to watch,
I just jumped behind them. I was just jumping to the point.
So I couldn't believe it had happened, and by the time I'd like kind of swap my sort of point of view background. I see you on the point, getting quite a lot of caps. I'm like, oh my god, surely it's not going to work. And then I just see Kyler arrive as well from like the same direction. I'm just like, it's over, isn't it? It's over. They've just broken this hold by walking at them.
When I don't hit my shots, I can do these things a bit, where I can sacrifice myself for the greater good. But yeah, like I take that close result. I blame on me.
You blame
your fault. But yeah, that was my fault.
I have found possibly my new favourite thing about season 19, though.
What is it?
Listening to BK's comms.
Why?
I don't know. Like we went to your comms, and obviously there was, I think. You lost. It's where you lost for mid, but had a good repush and like recap mid straight away.
So it was hype.
So it wasn't. No, yours was just kind of pretty chill. Like yeah, nice. This is good. Yeah, like focus this sort of reasonable. Expected comms. When you swap over to BK, and it's just like Zappis says, "Okay, I'm gonna jump," and then Nutson and Zevasai just go crazy. Like go, follow him in, go, and it's just crazy. And that's for.
I'm 7 HP. I need a med pack. I'm in a corner. I need the med pack. Soldier, go med pack.
Just Nutson going crazy at everyone. It was entertaining. It was hype.
Yeah,
Swedish
people are always very entertaining to play TFT with.
Just a quick score update, which I guess is a bit of a shock result, I guess. 425 beat Phoenix 4-3. So Phoenix are out of the Invitational.
Was that on the old Lockjam version by any chance? No.
Process. Same as this, same as you guys.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that was Golden Cap. I think it was just a straight 4-3.
Wait, 1 second.
Okay.
1 second.
Phoenix is out of the tournament.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, because they lost to BK and then they lost to
Holy
425.
Shit.
I'm just bringing up the logs now.
Are we going to see a lot more reform posts by Sheepy now, telling everyone how good he is?
You know what? My favourite part of Dicker posted it in the IRC of 425 winning is that Anak went 6-22 and did 147 damage a minute on Soldier, and then they won.
6-22. They must have backkept like 5 rounds.
I don't know. GDK's put up some impressive stats. Kenzie put up some impressive stats.
GDK's sick.
Everyone else is kind of just middle of the park. I guess Sid did pretty good, sort of 24-12.
So who do we need to play?
You will be playing. Oh, we don't know yet, do we?
The winners of Nuts and Rollerbladers against GG Well Played Turbo Pandas winner.
Yep.
Wait.
Well, no, GG Well Played Turbo Pandas. The winner of that plays 425.
And this winner
plays BK, and then yeah.
But you're sitting around for 3.5 hours.
3 hours, yeah. I just want to. Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
I just want to point out that the rules got tightened a lot in this cup. Did you get the rule sheet by Admirable, where he says because I think we played together, Jason, as in a team when that happened, where we had the advantage in the upper bracket of having this long break, right?
Yeah.
And we had to sit around for ages, and we watched the lower break games. And then the Frenchies just said, "Okay, guys, take the default win. We're just gonna take our fucking break now."
We want dinner.
We want dinner. And then Drozo pissed off and took his 45-minute break to eat dinner.
I remember. Was this between season 18?
Yeah, he joins in a competition, and then he's bending the rules around as he pleases, basically. So this can't happen. So if Nuts and Rollerbladers or potentially 425 and the other winner, if they want to play against us, they should be there in time, please. I'm just saying, dude. 15 minutes late, I take home that headset.
Okay, so let me look at it. Let me just figure out when is it. 5:30. So in approximately 1 minute, according to the ads' super schedule. But I don't know what the result of this GG Well Played versus Furbo Pandas is. David, can you get us an update? Should I go join their mumble halfway through the round and ask what the score is?
That's a professional thing to do.
It's for your I've got a PM, this is help. Oh, David's just trying to sort the stream out.
Yo, guys. I made guacamole yesterday. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's sick. Dude, you should try it. You're like a little chef, right? You're going into the garden getting shit for your pasta and stuff like this. I remember these stories. Yeah, you should try doing these kind of things. They're really easy.
Not a huge fan of guacamole.
You're a huge fan of easy things.
I'm sorry to cut Food Corner with Ips short, but David just needs to cut the stream briefly to sort some stuff out. So we'll go to a short break while we wait for the next game. So I think everything's going to be on stream 1 right now. So stay tuned for 4:25 against the winner of the GG Well Played versus Furbo Pandas game. We'll bring it to you back as soon as we can. Really, David's going to sort some stuff out. See you soon.